Hi guys, it's Darksigner from the German Duel Masters channel here, coming at you with a new Duel video. This time it's the other top 4 match of our lockdown tournament. On the screen you can see the first turns have been passed. Let's focus the field to the middle. Yeah, there you go. Both players charged mana. We have at the top Halfar playing his Marino-Control, and on the bottom it's Spaulding playing Rub Control, so a control mirror match. So let's see how that turns out. Charged Coral, no turn 2 play, but not too bad in a control mirror match. It's not that important to have a turn 2 play. Yeah, today is a little different because today in this video you will hear my live reaction to the game. We're actually live currently. The last match I went back at it again, looked at the replay, and yeah, gave my thoughts after playing the game. Of course, I was there playing myself, and now I'm a spectator. That's why I can give you my live reaction today. Halfar seems not too sure about what he wants to charge into mana, and decides to put the Lost Soul in. Maybe that will hurt him later, because in the control mirror, Lost Soul obviously is a really strong card. But yeah, he has to get his game started, of course. Another Coral. And still no turn 3 play for Spaulding. That's pretty unfortunate. Like a Hulkus or Energy Stream would have really gotten things going for him. But no turn 3 play either. Seems like both players ended up with all their high mana cost cards in their hand. At least nobody's in a disadvantage because of that for now. Finally, something is played. Crystal Memory in turn 4, the first play of the game. Yeah, we can see what he's searching. We don't have knowledge of either player's hand, so you're just as blind as me at this moment. Let's see what Halfar decides to do. A Magris, yeah, that's good. Solid advantage card in turn 4. He is also playing some Craze Valkyries. I don't know on how many copies per deck he is, but I know for a fact he's playing Craze, so always good to have that bait on board. Charges Holy Ore and Locomotiver to get some discard going. Ooh, very unfortunate hit there. That Archie really hurts. Yeah. Oh, that was unlucky for him. Yeah, that might really swing the game in favor of Spaulding. Yeah, and I don't know your German skills, but he's typing in the chat that he searched it with memory. So heads up play on his part. Let's see if Spaulding tries to go aggressive on this now, as he has that big 6k double breaker on board. Because next turn there's the possibility of a Craze Valkyrie coming down from Halfar, so might as well get the damage in now as long as you could, because not attacking, in my opinion, would be really bad now, because I'm pretty sure he has a Craze Valkyrie in his hand. And then the Arc would just die. Yeah, I don't agree with this play to pass. I would have taken the shields, even though it's a control mirror match. But let's see if he has it. Intense thinking going on right now. Tough decisions to make, what to charge. I don't know if he plays much mana retrieval. That's a possibility why he's taking so long to figure out what to put in mana. Because if you don't have access to Thrash Crawler or some sorts of mana retrieval, you really think twice about what to put in mana. And the Terra Pit goes in mana. That would have been an out to Terra Dragon, so I guess he has the Craze. Oh no, Bloom, okay. Decides to put a threat on board himself, saying now it's your turn to deal with my threat. Also not bad of an idea, it's a good play. Yeah, APOC is really really mediocre right now. Good choice to put it into Mana Zone. Oh, and there was a Craze Valkyrie in his hand. Halfar discarded Thrash Crawler, Craze, and a Cranium Clamp. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was the right play, because he can't deal with Bloom Urkis right now. The APOC can't deal with it, and unless he draws into a Terra Pit or Coral, that Bloom Urkis is going to stick. Let's see what Halfar drew for turn. If he decides to play the card or charge it or just keeping it in hand for later. He just straight up attacks with Blue Merkis, so I guess that card in hand is something that he wants to hold for later, maybe something like a Lost Soul type of card, like high impact, so he doesn't want to charge it. Yeah, unfortunately, no shield trigger spells he could use from that Bloom Urkis. And yeah, now Spaulding can recharge his hand because he got all the draw power out of the shields. And yeah, he drew into the Terra Pit. That's nice. He really needed to see that, because like next turn I really think Halfar would have taken all the shields out. And yeah, Magris on board is good, but Halfar really needs to find a bigger threat, like a Craze Valkyrie, to apply more pressure, because he's really down in card advantage right now. Advantage-wise, Spaulding really is in a favorable position now. And yeah, as I said 2 turns before, he has all the draw power now, because Halfar gave it to him through the shields. Craze Valkyrie would really be great right now, but he doesn't seem to have it. Tajimal, Yeah, that's a nice defense against Bazagazil Dragon. But oh well, I don't think it's going to benefit him that much. Maybe playing the Holy Ore and taking out at least the 2 Aqua Holkers might have been a better idea. But I think he's really banking on top decking Krace sometimes down the line later. Another Crystal Memory. Pretty good time to cast the Memory. He still has 5 mana left. Maybe he can search for another Searing Wave or a Coral to bounce the Tajimal. So I think the choice now is, do I want to remove both Magris or set Halfar another turn back by corralling the Tajimal, and he decides to go for the Searing Wave. So he wants to remove more threats. Let's see what he can top deck now. 2 mana doesn't seem too powerful. Ghost Touch. That's a signature card of Halfar. Now German community is really known for that card. He really likes it. Unfortunate that it's a late top deck, not really that strong. A top deck Lost Soul would have been much better now. Or like Marino to gain some hand advantage back. And here comes the Coral, which is really bad for Halfar. Getting a multi-civ creature bounce that doesn't do anything is really tough, because if he charges it, it gets tapped, and if he plays it, he still lost 1 turn. And now Spaulding gets a Bazagazil back. And yeah, Alex Win typing in the chat that he expected the Coral the previous turn. That's what I said in my commentary at the time too. Like, I also thought he would have searched for Coral to bounce the Tajimal, but he decided to go for Searing Wave, which in my opinion isn't a bad play. It was either or. It was a good play. Yeah, that Locomotive, I don't think that it's going to matter. Halfar isn't playing red, so there are no mass removal spells in his deck. I think the only chance he has now is to wall up with blockers. Otherwise, I think Spaulding has that game in his bag. And yeah, he has Bazagazil in hand, which trades with Tajimal, but yeah, I think that's still enough. Yeah, he has 2 blockers, okay. But still, if he goes in with Bazagazil, or did he got discarded? Oh no, he charged it in mana last turn. My bad. Or did he? Oh no, okay, now I realize. Sorry, didn't get that last turn. That Locomotive out of Halfar's shields discarded the Bazagazil. So there's that. Locomotive coming in clutch. And yeah, now he's walling up, which I said is his only option right now. And finally he top decked a Marino-Mancer. Yeah, good pickups. One water card is fine. It's okay. Draw 2 is pretty good, and like I would say pretty average with Marino. And next turn he has staple draw and discard with Magris and Locomotive. Let's see if he can stabilize a bit. Ooh, now yeah, I think that I would have done the same. Just go for it now, because if that's not a trigger, it's game. He has to have a Holy Ore because he still has Coral and Locomotive to attack. one trigger, like one single target removal, is enough. And yeah, that's the first game. Um, in hindsight, I think the Terror Dragon de la Serna wasn't that impactful. It was unfortunate, of course, but I don't think it was like game breaking. I think the Lost Soul from Spaulding was pretty crucial. And yeah, Halfar was top decking like after that for the whole game and didn't seem to find his Marino until his last turn. Unfortunate, of course, that Bloom didn't hit any shield triggers, but yeah, that's that. I really think maybe if Halfar did hold his own Lost Soul, might have gone the other way, but yeah. Now we're starting game 2 and both players starting out with multi-civ in mana. Always good on turn 1 as like control decks don't play any 1-drops and you don't need the mana to be active right away. Let's see if both players start playing the game a bit earlier now, because last game was really, they really started out late, both starting to play in turn 4. I agree that you don't need a turn 2 play, like you don't need to put out Sarius or Skido in the control mirror. That's okay to hold them, but like a turn 3 draw seems pretty necessary to get more options. Yeah, but both players still basically doing the same as in game 1. No turn 3 play and down comes the Locomotive. APOC is a good hit, but if Spaulding can draw a bit more, I don't think it's going to hurt him. Yeah, and there comes the energy stream. That's the draw that I was talking about. But maybe Halfar is going to win the race to Lost Soul this game. Or just reveal Ghost Touch and Locomotive. Yeah, good draws by Marino. He's going to discard a lot, but let's see if Spaulding has another Terror Dragon in his hand again. Right now still at 6 cards in hand. Let's see if he decides to deplete his hand by playing some cards, or if he wants to keep some of them in hand, because he already knows about Locomotive and Ghost Touch. Oh, charges Volcano. That can be really crucial, because now he's the one that can cast Lost Soul first. But let's see what Halfar hits with these 2 discards. He hits Harkus and Trashcrawler. And let's see if Spaulding has the Lost Soul now to get a bit of hand advantage. Charges Pyrofighter and plays a Locomotive of his own, which hits a Terror Pit. So yeah, they're pretty even, I would say, on advantage. Both equally, like the field is nearly equal, but yeah, that changes now. Boom Urkis is a big threat, but okay, Spaulding did hold the Terror Pit for that one. Let's see what Halfar can answer here now. Marino, I assume, yes. Oh, and 3 hits with Marino, that's what he wants to see. That was a really good Marino for 3. Yeah, nothing better you can ask for, and also good good hits. He revealed Craze, Miraculous Snare, and Magris, I think, and yeah, all really good cards. Charges the Snare, maybe he wants to have more water mana, and yeah, goes for the Magris, and still has 3 mana left for Tajimal. Yeah, we know Craze Valkyrie in Halfar's hand, the other one is unknown, but whatever Spaulding decides to put on board now is going to fall to Craze next turn, I assume, because if he charges 1, he can play Tajimal and evolve Craze instantly, or just evolve Craze on Magris and play Tajimal as another defender against Bazagazir. And yeah, let's see which of those 2 methods he chooses. Yeah, he chooses the more conservative play, which I agree with. He gets rid of Corral and Locomotiver, and has the defense against Bazagazil, so his Craze won't die unless there's another Terror Pit. Yeah, in my opinion, it's a really interesting control matchup. They are really different from playing style wise, and it's really interesting to watch, much better than it would have been in a mirror match of one of those 2. And yeah, let's see what Spaulding can do. Mecha Dragon, I assume he's going to kill Tajimal, yeah. Let's see if Halfar decides to go in. Oh, what a top deck. What a top deck. Double Tajimal and Holy Awe have been revealed of Marino-Mancer. Yeah, that Marino-Mancer was insane. Looking really good for Halfar in this game now. The second Tajimal was discarded with Locomotiver, and yeah, he played that. He can't do that. Yeah, Locomotiver can still attack. Unless there's like an APOC or something, or Searing Wave, I don't see Spaulding coming back out of this game. I think Halfar is going to get this game too. He has a pretty commanding position, and really just needs to finish it off now. Yeah, that doesn't really help. Like, why play Locomotiver for Holy Awe if you don't have any blockers anyway? So yeah, that Holy Awe was dead anyways. But the Searing Wave was pretty good. Maybe that's going to spark a comeback, but yeah, Halfar was top decking really good this game too, and played it out really well. Played conservatively as long as he had to, and yeah, now gets his stream back. So yeah, let's see what he draws of that. Yeah, seems like no Sarius or Skeeto or some sort of 2-drop, but yeah, he's at 0 shields. Like even a Thrash Crawler into Meltdown play isn't enough because he has 2 blockers on board. He really has to draw into a pit. 3, okay. Maybe another blocker could save him, like a Skido, but even then, the pit, but like that's only 4 mana. Yeah, he's just showing that he drew it after the stream, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I thought that game would go to Halfar, yeah, and that's what it was. Now the all-deciding game 3. Let's see who goes to the finals and who wins this match. Players setting up their shields, drawing their cards, and Spaulding going first, I assume. Yeah. Charges Phantom Dragon's Flame. It's pretty bad in the Marino matchup. Yeah, you can hit Marino, but after he's on board, he already did his job, and the other cards are pretty beefy. Like he has Sarius and Magris, which are both 3k, and Tajimal 4k. So all of his Evo bait, all of his initiates are over 2k. So Phantom Dragon's Flame not really useful in this matchup. Oh, first time we are seeing a turn 2 play. He plays Sarius just to have it as Evo bait on board and a threat to be answered, because as soon as he hits 6 mana, he can put out that Craze Valkyrie, and that's pretty deadly for any Balmedius and all sorts of other small creatures. Draws 2 cards with Energy Stream. Yeah, they're still pretty even right now. Spaulding needs to find Darkness mana before it can be discarded. Oh, doesn't seem like a really good hand. Still no dark. Maybe a Locomotive or Clamp now would be good to deplete even more options. Okay, Halfar decides to draw, says no need for discarding, I need more options. There goes that first Darkness mana and a pass. That's pretty bad. Searing Wave would have really helped now to get rid of both cards. And when he charges Marino, I'm pretty sure he has another one. Yeah. Ooh, and good cards. Craze, Terror Pit, and Ghost Touch. Was to be expected if he charges Marino that he has another one. And now Halfar positioning him really well. Maybe, yeah. Now he drew the Searing Wave, or he waited for another creature to be put on board because he knew Halfar couldn't play Craze last turn. Maybe that was his thought process behind that. If he had it, or maybe he top decked it, I don't know. Now there's no Evo bait on board. Craze gets put in the mana immediately. I assume we are going to see some kind of discard play now. He drew the Ghost Touch. Maybe like some sort of combination of Magris and Ghost Touch with 6 mana. Let's see. Halfar thinking that through. Yeah, he has pretty good hand advantage, but maybe if Spaulding's already holding his Lost Soul, that could change next turn. decides to get another darkness mana, maybe to go for something like Loco Ghost Touch or Clamp Ghost Touch to get rid of the whole hand. Yeah, there's the Clamp Ghost Touch. He doesn't want to get hit by a Lost Soul. Oh, but there's another Archi de la Serna. Wow, that's nice. But here comes a Ghost Touch and the Lost Soul. Yeah, as expected, there was the Lost Soul, so I think if he didn't correct his mana play and kept with his decision to charge Craze Valkyrie in mana, the game would have been over in Spaulding's favor, because discarding 5 with Lost Soul is so deadly. And yeah, now Spaulding realizing Halfar has all the advantage, he has to go aggro now. But yeah, that was the key turn of the game, that Clamp Ghost Touch turn, because if he hadn't done that play, it would have been over for sure. There's the Terror Pit for Arc, and yeah, let's see if Spaulding can get out of this, but pretty unlikely unless he top decks another Lost Soul, which he doesn't. Yeah, I think Halfar is in the better spot now, of course. He has still 8 cards in hand now. That one shield doesn't really matter, that Spaulding is up on shields, unless he top decks Lost Soul. I think it's over and Halfar just has to play it out. Double Tajimal doesn't make things better per se. Yeah, maybe an Epoch or Blizzard. I don't know if Spaulding's on Blizzard. Some mass removal would be really appreciated now. And I'm expecting, if there's no removal, maybe a Bloom Urkis next turn on Halfar's turn, because he still has 5 cards in hand. He set up his defense. I think next turn it's time to go into offense. That Trash Crawler is nice. What did he get? Mecha Dragon's Breath. Yeah, it's a good card, of course, but maybe I would have opted for that Meltdown, because I think Meltdown is the only chance he's going to win this. Or maybe go for Clamp and hope that works. There comes the Corpse Charger. Let's see what Halfar decides to take back from his graveyard. A Magris, okay. So now there's a Craze. Yeah, why would you put that on Tajimal though? Is there a particular reason? Yeah, okay, yeah, of course. My bad. Spaulding took back Mecha Dragon, and by evolving Craze on Tajimal, that's a really heads-up play. You lose 1k of power on board, but he can't clear 2 of the blockers, he can just clear 1 of them. Yeah, really good play. That was really good. At first I thought, why would you want to give up the 1k power, but he really noticed what his opponent took back to hand and did the right play. Let's see if Halfar can finish this off, but I think he can pretty easily. Down comes the Magris for even more draw. And there comes another Craze Valkyrie. Okay, so I assume he doesn't have Bloom Urkis in his hand. Otherwise, I think he would have put that one down now, and yeah, goes into shields, and there has to be a trigger that removes the other grays. Corpse Charger got discarded by Locomotiver. No trigger, that's... whew. Yeah, maybe if Halfar goes into the last two shields and he breaks into a shield for Tajimal and Spaulding has a Pyrofighter in hand, that's a way I can see him still winning this game. There seems to be an issue. No? Okay. He takes those shields and unfortunately no triggers. But I don't know if he's on Phantom Flames and a Pyrofighter. Phantom Flame plus Pyrofighter can win this. Let's see if he has an answer. And yeah, I don't think so. I think Spaulding has a Pyrofighter, but I think he lacks the removal of Tajimal and needed an attacker or something like that. And yeah, I think that's the game. There are really no options left for Spaulding, and Halfar can attack for game next turn. Let's see if Halfar wants to reveal his last shields for all the what if scenarios. Because if that's a trigger that can remove something or a holy ore, it would have been his game either way. And yeah, let's see if he reveals the card and if the GG is spoken. There's 6 mana Mecha Dragon for Tajimal and goes into the last shield. Yeah, that's the end of the game. Didn't reveal the card, but oh well. There's the GG. Looking at Halfar's hand, he probably broke into the blue Murkis because as I said, if he had it in hand, I think he would have played it. I think that was his last shield. And yeah, that's the match. Halfar moves on to the final, and Darksigner signing out, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see you at another Duel video.